Parramatta has not reached a prelim since 2009. The Raiders could play themselves into their third in the last 4 seasons. Week 2 of the finals is off, and this is a huge clash. And Papali'i rolls us back for the first run, where he's met by Lane and Niokore, who's up to start as well. And a change for Ricky Stewart. Big Corey Horsburgh's into the starting lineup. So the contact between these big men is going to rattle the foundations of combat. There's Tapane with his first incursion of the night. And he's 25 out from his own line now. Here's Horsburgh, just his 3rd start of the year, thrown into a massive game. And Papali'i again. Good defensive set by Parra. They've hit hard here. And a kick by Whiten from very deep in his own half. He manages to find open territory. The ball bounces for Gutherson, the Parramatta co-skipper. He was held to 61 running metres by the Panthers last week. His lowest tally of the year. Here's Sivo! Oh, he gets lined up and whacked there. Papali'i, full of intent in the opening couple of minutes now. Ball played by Opacek. And here goes Marata Niokore. Matt Timoko, part of the tackle. Now Campbell-Gillard. There's the Parachan. Moses kicks high and long. And the ball taken by Rapana, who is on a run of 5 straight games where he has scored a try. Tackled just near his own 20 by Isaiah Papali'i. It might be his final game for the club. He's off to the West Tigers next year. Now Chotrich. Brad Fittler, it looks a perfect night for footy.
Yeah, it sure is. I'll tell you what, when I was out there earlier, it actually is a little bit slippery. Papali'i bounces off another tackle. Beautiful conditions, 16 degrees. There's a slight breeze behind the Parramatta side. Should help the kicking game of Mitchell Moses, but nothing too severe, so great conditions for both teams.
All right, Freddie, enjoy it down there. Tapane playing it, and White into the corner. Gutherson with a comfortable catch, but he sees green as he looks up, and he's pulled down inside his own 10. Parra have won 4 of their last 5 against the Raiders. Canberra got a victory against them last year. Earlier in the season, though, 28-20, the Eels over the Raiders down in Canberra.
Canberra really physical, really hitting hard. Aggressive line speed. And that's their style of footy when they're, as we see, an offload.
Oh, wonderful late offload now. Brown, away to Lane.
That's a style of footy that they enjoy playing, and that other teams they find hard to counteract is when they kick long. They get physical with their defence, with their line speed.
Oh, Polo, he got out the back and it bounced up favourably for Moses. Last tackle, the Parra fans. I told you they were vocal. You can almost, you can hear them outside the stadium for quite a radius. They are raucous in the highest order. The Raiders now back on their own 20.
Well, that offload from Junior Polo shows that Parramatta, they're going to chase this game. They're going to play conservative. Only early in the game, but he went for a pretty risky offload.
Rapana off a very flat pass by Woolford, who's going to run himself on this occasion. And he's out near the halfway. A high-quality start to this one. The Eels and the Raiders here on Nine's Wide World of Sports before a packed house at Combank Stadium. Now, Fogarty was rushed into that kick, and as a consequence, it was an easy catch there for Sivo, albeit good field position for Canberra to hold, hand the ball over. Gutherson playing it, and now Sivo, he's got a try a game here. 36 games, 36 tries on his home patch. Now Blake. No Nathan Cleary skyscrapers to deal with tonight. Papali'i. Ball in the left hand. It's been an intense start. Great pace to the game. And Brown, short to Lane. The Canberra fans giving some back of their own. And a kick now towards Rapana's corner, which is taken on the 10. And he's going to scurry across the ground, and Marnie gets out there, along with Murata Niokore.
Yeah, well, Parramatta, they look the more willing to use the ball. We've seen a couple of passes in the last few sets for Parramatta coming out of their own end.
Oh, Rapana with a mistake. I was wondering who was going to blink first there, because it's been set for Stead at the start of the game, and Gutherson now. So Parramatta with the first opportunity, and it is a penalty.
It's a simple turnover by Rapana. They've gone for their power game early, Canberra, like they did last week, and here it is here. It was just a straightforward drop ball. Took his eyes off the pass. Wonderful opportunity here early on for Parramatta.
The Eels looking for their 9th win on their home ground this year. They're 8-4. Brown away to Moses out wide. Now Gutherson and Will Penasini into a hole. He is straight, got it down. He got there. Great work by Penasini. They looked like they were going to hold him up, but the young gun has powered his way for the first try.
Yeah, great potential, this young man, with Penasini. But a bit of deception by the halves, which got him straight to the edge of the field quickly. Got him on Jack White. Harvey Norman replay. Look at that pass to Mitchell Moses. Gets him straight on Jack White and creates the overlap. And it was a beautiful ball out in front. Watch this pass here from Brown across the face. Got him straight on Jack White and got the 3-on-2 on the outside. Great start by the Eels.
Yeah, it was a nice line run by Junior Paulo, Joey, where he just held the defence up just enough. There's the Telstra fan cam. Parramatta fans are up and about. They're happy with their boys early. It was just that nice pass across the face of Junior Paulo. He just stood the defence up just slightly to give Gutherson an opportunity to get Will Penasini on the outside of his man. And there you go there. Look at his season stats. 70 tackle breaks. Brad Fittler.
Well, that was 6 minutes ball in play, and that's how long it took for a Canberra error. Rapana dropped an easy sitter trying to attack behind the play of the ball, the Parramatta team. And just their strike on that right-hand side, everyone at speed. The defence was standing still. I feel like goal king is going to be important tonight. Beautiful.
Stay behind, guys! Stay behind! Yeah, Jordan.
Will Penasini gets the Eels off to a good start here, and they punish the Rapana mistake. 6-0. They're good front runners here at Combank 2, Parramatta. It brings the crowd to life. Oh, there's a good run by Lane, and an offload to go on the back of it, and Gutherson hunting up the centre. 10 metres out from the halfway line. Moses to Isaiah Papali'i. 6 more tackles as well. Now Polor gets knocked over in a heavy shot. Tapane and Horsburgh. Now Murata Niokore, they are running hard. Parramatta, aren't they? He just pinned the ears back there, Niokore, and ran straight into Horsburgh again as Gutherson sends it left, and Opacek now. That's a good tackle. Oh, it was a good tackle before he slipped the ball away to Sivo, who gets it back to Gutherson. This is confident football by the home team. Brown. 14 metres out now. Horsburgh wrapped up. Marnie to Moses, he'll kick him behind them. Penasini's chasing Rapana and gets it back, but the pressure will continue to mount.
Smart play off the back of a set restart. Mitch Moses, he just goes down there, early tackle, rolls on him behind. Let's have a look at this play here by Micah Sevo. He had Canberra jerseys all around. There's 4, 5 there. He found an opportunity to get one over the top, and just a lovely little right foot dink into the in goal, just adding more pressure to the Canberra Raiders.
Now Whiten, he'll kick long. Well, actually, he'll kick it. He'll shank it, kinda. He dribbles along the ground, and Opacek. Tackled by Horsburgh and also Whitehead.
Elliot, the injury doctors asked the game to be stopped. HIA, come on, you play the ball.
What was good about that previous set?
Let him on, Hendo. The doctors asked the game to be stopped.
High energy
Let him on.
set. You could see the Parramatta players really excited, really up for that set of 6, but
Back here, Josh.
Moses was the one that kept a cool head. So give me the ball here, put it in goal, got a repeat set. Do you remember him getting hit?
Wait.
It's all happened pretty quickly
Stay here, Zach.
throughout the
Keep
first
holding
10 minutes.
all right?
Haidawita Naida
Jay,
out on the
keep
ground. Was named to start, but dropped to the bench. Campbell Gillard. Played it to Marnie. Moses to Gutherson. There's Penasini again. That's a good tackle by Seb Chris. Both he and Matt Timoko have been named in the extended New Zealand squad for the World Cup today too. A great reward for 2 exciting young centres for the Raiders. Now Polo, centre of the 20-metre line. Marnie left through Campbell Gillard and Murata Niokore, who's pulled down on the Raiders 10-metre line. They head to a short side left, and Lane, ball at the back. Opacek just knocked it on there. Sevo didn't have anyone marking him if he could have got the ball away, but
There's no advantage out of there.
there's a double knock on.
That was a good tackle on Sean
There's
Lane.
not going to be any advantage.
Is that Fogarty? Fogarty down low. Great tackle. Freddie.
Just watching Joseph Tarpanay after that tackle on Murata Niokore, and he's just come out holding his ribs. If you remember, it was the Penrith game where he had that big contact and come off with a rib injury. Hopefully it doesn't flare up.
Here's Chotrich now. Through Whiten. And Hudson Young, 15 tries in the season. Penalty to Canberra. And a welcome one.
That'll be a good battle. Hudson Young on Mitchell Moses. Hudson Young is sort of one of those players that can get under an opposition's skin. And the Raiders know if they can get Mitchell Moses off his game, that's when he can become a little bit erratic. Watch that battle. There he is, Hudson Young.
He and Seb Chris, 15 tries for the Raiders, the joint leading try scorers for the club this year. Papali playing it, and Wolford away to Tapanay. Oh, Niakore's copped a knock here, and he's slow getting up. Wolford appealed for a penalty. Whiten to Young in space. Great hands by Chris, and a flick out to Rapana. He stretches out. I don't think that's a confident look. The ball spewed out after he tried to ground it.
No, referee's called knock on straight away here.
Short of the line.
Oh, he went close.
Won a play. He's I think Gutherson just got a hand there.
Well, they found space in the backfield there, Joey. When Hudson Young, he played short. Jack Whiten played short. It was a Parramatta defender. They come up, they rushed up out of the line.
It was Wanga Blake. Flew up. Took nobody.
The trainers asked the game to be stopped for a HIA.
Yeah, this will be Niokore, won't it?
Am I able to have this scrum without him and you treat him in the back?
Danica, some injury news.
Yes, we've just been told on Elliot Whitehead's HIA. He's been classified as a Category 2, so he's still a chance of returning tonight. He just has to go through the protocols over the next 15 minutes to see whether he will be back into the action.
Thanks, Danica.
I think that's the side.
Oh yeah, there's been a couple both ways.
Here's Miranda, and hits the backside. I think this is the side they'll go to. Canberra will come to their left side. That was too easy.
Lane now. Tackled by a trio of Raiders big men. All the middles there. Papali'i, Tapane, Horsburgh. Marnie sends it away to Madison, who's gone out onto the ground. Wolf with the tackler. And now Papali'i. Oh, another late offload. The second phase stuff has been really potent for Para early. Campbell Gillard plays out the ground and then dumps it away to Lane. They get to tackle 5. Timoko came in to wrap up the big second rower, and again they take off down the left-hand short side. Oh no, it's not between Savage's legs! It's a try! Opacek is there!
Short side kicks. It isolates the fullback because the defensive winger and centre have to stay up. And Opacek, he was there. Harvey Norman replay. Dylan Brown go down, brings up Kottridge and isolates Savage, and then the nutmeg goes straight between his legs. That's unlucky.
Yeah, it was an awful bounce, but just loving how the halves are getting involved. High involvement for Parramatta early. Dylan Brown this time. We didn't see a lot of him last week against Penrith. This time he goes down a short side, finds space, and it was just an awful bounce for Xavier Savage. Telstra fan cam. There's the happy Parramatta crew.
Yeah, I'd like to get a shot of the Raiders fans when the ball went between his legs.
It was right in front of him, wasn't it?
I think you spoke about it here at Combank, Tomo, and they're great front runners. Once they get to the lead, they're hard to stop. Freddie?
Isaiah Papali'i's having a huge impact on the game just on that right-hand side. Earlier in the set, come up with a nice offload, and Clint Gutherson played on the back of that. The offloading at the moment is killing the Raiders.
Yeah, and they're late, aren't they, Brad? They think they've wrapped up the tackled player, but the ball's just slipping out the back. So Moses' first kick was a beauty. He's closing in on 200 points for the season. That one not so good, but it's 10-0 Para.
No good. Time off. Hey, mate. Thanks, bud. Just wait, Jordan. Stay behind.
Tom Opacek gets the second try for Parramatta. And Campbell Gillard. Oh, charges back. Corey's been rattled by that one underneath too. Oh, he's all wobbly. He's done.
Here's the danger of tackling low.
Hold him up there.
You tackle low and drop your head, and your eyes go off the target. Knees, elbows, hips.
And remembering only a couple of moments ago, Hadawira and Naira, as we see the replay, he just got his head right in front of breathing Campbell Gillard. He actually replaced Elliot Whitehead for a HIA.
It's been a trying last couple of minutes for Canberra. First the mistake from Savage, and now Haidawira Naida coming off for HIA. Sutton onto the field.
Cameron, in that position, you tackle a lot there, tackle the big boys. What's your technique?
Well, you just got to try and aim a little bit higher, in and around, just under the football if you can. It's a very difficult position when you've got a man like Regan Campbell-Gillard weighing close to 120 kilos. He's running off the back fence.
Danica, it might be another busy night for you down there.
Yes, it's certainly looking that way at the moment. Just an update on Murata Niokore. He's been classified as a Category 1.
Intercept, wrapping up. As you were, Danica, yes.
Sorry, Category 2, so he still is a chance of making his return tonight. And Elliot Whitehead has about 6 minutes to go.
Okay, well, wrapping up with a good bit of quick thinking there, because that offloading again was causing problems. Now here's Sutton, who's playing his first final. He's been absent from the Raiders' last couple of trips to the finals because of injury. Good pass that one away to Chris. They do look dangerous with the ball, the Raiders. And they have a good chance here to maybe pull that lead back. Here's Tapane. Rucked up by Madison and Marnie. Good quick play the ball. Walford. He goes to Sutton. Sutton is strong, close to the line. He's held up. He'll play it here. Wolford away to Fogarty. The kick wasn't deep enough, and Gutherson has secured the ball for his team.
And if he rolled that one in there, it's a good result. There was space on the outside for Nick Chotrich. Michael Sevo, who was in field looking for that grubber kick, but Parramatta survived. Good defence.
And Sevo with a powerful run, which ends just near the 20. Here's Blake now. Good tackle from Canberra. They really put their shoulder to the wheel there. Blake in his 11th finals appearance tonight. Equal most in this Parramatta outfit, along with Junior Polo. Kicked by Moses from very deep, from behind his own 30-metre line, actually, and Savage. I'd imagine as a fullback, when something doesn't go your way, as was the case on that previous try, you've kind of got to forget about it pretty quickly. Nowhere to hide at the back there. Danica, yes.
Yes, look, a huge blow for the Raiders. Corey Hadawira-Naira has been classified as a Category 1, so that means that he's showing Category 1 symptoms of a concussion, and he will not be back tonight.
Rapana has gone over the sideline.
This one's a bit of scoreboard pressure from Jack Whiten. He's chasing the game, chasing the big play here. I think he realises they need to score next. Comes down a short side, nothing really on. Wanga Blake pushes him over the sideline. We've got to hold on here, Canberra, to defend that error.
So Junior Polo played his 200th NRL game last week, 55 of those with Canberra. And now Campbell-Gillard. You'd say the Parramatta props are winning the points battle at the moment. Brown for Lane. Couldn't slip a pass around the corner. Now Madison. Sutton and Papali'i combined to bring him to ground. 21 metres out. Round to Moses. Fires it to Blake, who will score. Largely untouched.
Well, that will do Wanga Blake a world of good. After last week's performance, when he was put under a lot of pressure from the kicking game of Nathan Cleary, to come out here and score a try. He's been strong defensively too. They are playing with a lot of confidence right now. Harvey Norman replay, just lovely passing again down this right-hand side where they found some joy early in the match. There was just a simple overlap. Again, nice ball movement, a bit of work on the inside. Dylan Brown to his halves partner Moses, who found him with a lovely cutout pass. That's good ball movement. They've had great variation tonight, Parramatta. Hard running up front, ball movement out on the edges. They're looking very dangerous.
Telstra fan cam, they're happy, the Para fans. Very happy. They just got the spacing wrong there. The spacing between Jack Whiten and Sebastian Chris. Wanga Blake scores. Yeah, really poor spacing to start with. Went through their plays, and Jack Whiten, he bit in. So just have a look at the space between Jack White and Sebastian Chris, far too wide. Jack Whiten goes in, Seb Chris out there on his own, creates the overlap, and then Moses with a beautiful pass. They are flying, Para.
Not early. They got it.
Well, we were pondering how Parramatta would handle the pressure, given that they've been knocked out at this stage of the finals the last 4 times they've been here. Well, we've got the answer so far. It's 16-0 after 21.5 minutes. Danica.
Yeah, some good news for the Canberra Raiders. Elliot Whitehead has passed his HIA. He's about to be back on the field, and also for the Eels as well. Murata Niokore has passed his, and he'll be back into the action in 5 minutes.
Well, they're handling the pressure, Tomo, is they're playing with confidence, and every player out there is just playing their role in their side. Last week, they probably just played in their shells a little bit, coming up against a pretty formidable side in Penrith, but the big men are running forward as Gutho.
Oh, Gutherson nearly
goes up the middle.
Yeah.
The big men are running forward. They're running strong. And the outside men, they're doing their job.
Brown now. Savage gets across. And he's Mons. He might get pushed back to the in goal here. He is gone. Oh, that's stirring defence by the Eels.
Yeah, what does that do to the Canberra Raiders psyche? A couple of heads went down. This is when their leaders need to stand up. Dylan Brown saw the space, and Sean Lane, look at the technique. First in, holds him up, drives him back. Going to hold on here, the Raiders. This is a big set.
Campbell Gillard, look at him rumble back. Gee, they have just run with immense power at the start of this game. This is as good as Parramatta have gone all year, I'd have to say. Brown now. And Polo, 11 metres out. Canberra have to stem the bleeding. Brown to Madison, and Whiten rattles Isaiah Papali'i with a good front-on shot. 3 out from the line. Marnie. That was neat. A try now to Polo. Oh, Parramatta are slaying the Raiders.
Ryan Madison, he grew up playing 5'8", even though he's in the forwards, got the 13 jersey on his back. He's ball playing. Ball plays like a half, and then you get Junior Paulo in space or one-on-one this close to the line. Impossible to stop. He came to the right, Isaiah Papali'i, one-on-one tackle, Harvey Norman replay, gets a quick play of the ball, and then you got to say that's too easy. Too easy.
Yeah, great combination with the Parramatta forwards. Lovely pass there from Ryan Madison. He even did the no-looker to Junior Paulo. But what they did was they chewed up the numbers of the Canberra Raiders. Junior Paulo, he's a front rower, but look where he runs inside the 3-man, Jamal Fogarty of the Canberra Raiders. They just got chewed up around the ruck. Wonderful football by Parramatta. Freddie?
Yeah, good variation. Madison come to the right-hand side and he had the same setup, but he threw the front ball and hit Isaiah Papali'i. I think Canberra had that in their head, thinking he'd already done that and it didn't work. But he went to the well again, and this time the defence laid off. And you had Junior Paulo running at the small halfback. That's an intimidating
this is quite a statement from the home team. 22-0. Almost keeping pace with the clock. They have not given Canberra a look in. For a team that's lost 5 of its last 6 finals appearances, this is some way to break that run. Brown now. Brown's going to get to the halfway. Gutherson's there. If he gets it to him, it's another one. And the
forward pass.
Oh, it's forward.
No way.
What?
No. No. No way.
Line's right there.
This was flat at best. Joey?
Look at their face.
Hey, I'm riding an arm with that. Full pass.
Mostly Klein, he said, I was right in line with the forward pass. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
We've seen a different version. That was backwards out of Dylan Brown's hands.
You can't look at the line. You got to understand, Dylan Brown's running at, what, 35 kilometres per hour. Yeah. Naturally, the ball's going to
30 k's an hour. Easy.
No, I got the radar down here. Freddie.
To be fair to the referee, I don't think Gutho had to be that flat to Dylan Brown. There was no one near him. It was awfully flat. It was right in line with us. I don't think the pass was forward, but I do think Clint Gutherson overran the play. He didn't need to be that flat.
What's the crowd saying down there, Freddie?
Oh, starts with B.
Yeah, what I said after Origin 3. We'll just leave that alone.
You had a bit to say after Origin 3.
Yeah, through my tears.
Haven't stopped since. White and playing it. And Tupane backs into Parramatta's defence. Starling's on the ground and Fogarty kicks high in the air. Timoko makes a play at it, but it's going to bounce back to lane. Well, they're shell-shocked, Canberra. Absolutely shell-shocked.
They just got to hang in. And Canberra's a team, they can get one, they can get 2 quickly. They've just got to hang in.
Big one tomorrow. You can see bottom right of screen. Cronulla versus South Sydney from a packed Allianz. I can tell you some bad news. For Cronulla, they've lost Talakai and Royce Hunt today to injury. A couple of big bodies to replace. 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Loving that man's game tonight so far. Dylan Brown.
I think he scored himself a 4 out of 10 last week against the Panthers. A good reply tonight from the number 6. He's wrapping up.
It was tough last week for the way they played Parramatta. They played very slippery conditions. Xavier
Savage through. Savage v Gutherson. Savage beats him with speed. Savage is going to race away and score a brilliant try. Right against the momentum.
Well, they needed something. One of the youngest players in their team, Xavier Savage, stands up. So came out of nothing. This young man has got express speed. And the Harvey Norman replay gets the ball and just skips to the outside and goes through without a hand laid on him. Watch this here. Looks around and goes, you and me, Gutho. Maybe that's just what they needed, that forward pass from Brown to Gutherson. And now Xavier Savage gets over.
That was a great reply. Question marks were on the young man, how he'd bounce back from that missed ball reception down the other end. But what a reply that is. He saw Sean Lane in front of him, and he just thought, well, I've got youth of speed. He just burned him on the outside, poked his nose through, found the backfield, and then took on Clint Gutherson, who's a great defensive fullback. That's a wonderful individual try by the young man, Xavier Savage.
I think it was that he looked around, he looked for support, and then just backed himself. Just watch, he gets in the clear, looks around for support, he'll look around, and then just goes, oh, you and me, Gutho. See you later.
Scintillating speed.
He just said, well, I'm faster than everyone else out here. I'm going alone.
Oh, that's massive. Jamal Fogarty. Oh, that's not a great strike.
Stay behind!
Yes, so he's very raw, Xavier Savage. We've seen the bad and then the good, haven't we? The mistake to let the ball go through his legs to concede a try, but he's cancelled it out with his own brilliant individual effort. 22-4 now. Here's Horsburgh. Play to Starling. He can run himself. Very dangerous from dummy half. Picks up 15 metres now. Savage into acting half there. And Whiten looks up. Then he fires it away to Hudson Young. And then it gets to Seb Chris, who's beaten Penasini. Oh, he got cleaned up by Kafusi, who comes across in cover. Now Young. 7 tries in his last 5 games. Hudson Young. Oh, gee, they'd love him to find the line before half-time. Fogarty kicks high in the air. Look out! Oh, no, it's a penalty. He hadn't hit the ground. He could not help himself there.
Contact.
I think it was Whitehead, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Elliot Whitehead. Yeah. And he looks a little bit... Oh, smart play. He jumped 6 inches off the ground just as he received the ball. That's a smart play by Clint Gutherson. You can hear the footsteps of Elliot Whitehead coming down. He's put himself in a position to get hit in the air. Well done.
Oregon Kafusi scored the Eels try last week against the Panthers off the bench. Now Brown. And here's Niokore. Tackled on the Raiders 40 by Horsburgh. Ball sent left. Brown again. Gutherson joining in. Timoko missed him. Whitehead didn't. Strong shot from the Raiders captain. Marnie for Madison. Ball back on the inside, finds Kafusi, last tackle. Moses with a right foot step, he beat Starling and he tried to roll it through but he couldn't find an opening and the ball's been covered nicely there by Emre Gula. It's an imposing scoreline for Ricky Shield's men, 22-4. Fence going nowhere, the Raiders. Savage cleaned up that time. Here's Chotrich. And he gets confronted in a 3-man tackle. Goes past his own 30-metre line, but that's where the kick from Whiten will originate from. It's taken on the full by Gutherson. And he comes charging back to be tackled only 8 out from the halfway line. And Blake busting tackles. He's left Elliot Whitehead behind there too for a moment. Now Brown grabbed around the bootlaces by Horsburgh. Played at demand and they're playing such speed here, Parramatta. Up-tempo rugby league. Madison. He's in the top 5 leading offloaders in the competition this year, Ryan Madison. Again Brown. And Opachet will be wrapped up within 12 metres of Canberra's line. Moses kicks high. He's got Penasini putting in a leap there. There was a small opportunity. It's played over the back by the Raiders.
Went backwards off you guys. It's a contest. No
Parramatta hand. It's a goal line dropout.
Geez, that's a half for Parramatta. The service from Reed Marnie. Here's the kick from Moses. Lands it right on the spot. Just building pressure. Another repeat set. Yeah, Reed Marnie's service from dummy half. Just firing bullets out in front. Freddie.
Junior Bolo just went back on. He played the first 26 minutes, had an 8-minute spell, and will play the final 6 minutes.
There he is, Freddie's man. Gee, it takes some ticket to throw yourself in front of that, doesn't it? Kafusi now. Oh, the Raiders have to hang on here. Half-time not too far away. The scoreboard's bad enough. Another one would make it close to impossible task, you'd have to say. Brown, long pass to Moses, then to Papali'i. Wrapped up by Hudson Young. Pole off for Dylan Brown. Numbers here for Parra. Sevo stepped inside of one. Gets rid of another. They think he might have got it down, the Parramatta players. And the crowd do too. And so does Ashley Klein.
Great play. Great play once again, Parramatta. Clint Gutherson finding Micah Sevo with a long ball. And it's just been the variation. Harvey Norman replay, hard running, combined with their long passes and their movement. And this man here, we know how hard he is to bring down. Oh, that's a wonderful try. He had to beat 3 to get there, Micah Sevo. There's another wide, beautiful pass. You spoke about that, Joey, from Reed Marty. And then the big man, Junior Bolo, just back on the field, combines with the halves. Clint Gutherson, he's seen the space. He knew that man there. He had opportunity, and he finished it off for him.
That long pass from dummy half from Reed Marnie. He gets Junior Paulo pretty much straight on where Jamal Fogarty is defending, around that area between with the back rower. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
What are we doing?
There was a bobble in there.
Decision's under review for the grounding. Just looking at the grounding.
He's a little bit of...
It's looking to see if Micah Sevo retains possession.
The reverse angle from behind the dead ball line.
But Timiko plays at the ball here. Does he rate the ball out?
No, he's in possession the whole time, isn't he?
Micah Sevo loses the ball short of the line.
That's your answer.
We have a decision.
Wow, okay.
Well, they've had the forward pass, and now that. So they've had a couple of calls or little moments go their way, Canberra, which is just keeping them in the game at the minute.
That wide pass from Marnie gets Parramatta pretty much straight on Fogarty, which then puts so much pressure on his outside defenders outside of him, Timoko and Cottridge.
In, Tom.
Just that wide, flat pass.
What it does, it beats the first 3 defenders. So the one pass beats 3 defenders, and all of a sudden there's pressure on the outside men. They can't slide off. They have to take the straight runners, the option runners of Parramatta. And that's how the space is preserved on the outside for Micah Sevo.
He doesn't throw bad passes, does he, Reed Marnie? He never misses his target.
They can jag one here, the Raiders.
Oh, Sutton. They'll be teammates next year, he and Reed Marnie at Canterbury. He spent a bit of money, Gus, hasn't he? Here's Hudson Young. Wrapped up there by Moses. Inside the western touchline as Horsburgh gets up near the halfway, and he's really tackled hard there by Polo.
Oh, he's a floater.
Oh, where's Wonga? No, he's up in the defensive line. It's Gutherson's turn. The ball bounces back towards Parramatta's goal line, and it was a soft bounce for Clint, who's able to clean it up. He got that one, didn't he, Joey?
Oh. Look, the sweat coming off Wonga Blake's forehead.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's still shaking.
Not again.
Wonga, it didn't go to you. Relax. Oh, that's cool. I bet you Nathan Cleary's at home just giggling to himself.
Oh, there's a run. Lane with an excellent charge. And again, this short side play. And they're going to come up with an overlap here. Opacek nearly cuts through them. Timoko was able to recover. They're making plenty of territory down their left-hand edge.
Dylan Brown.
Great passing there too. Moses! Slipped the ball away to Papali'i back on the inside. Covered up by Emre Gula, who gives it to Jack Whiten. And Whiten tries to step clear. What about the ball from Moses going to ground?
That's great play by the Parramatta Eels running it on the last, but Emre Gula, the big man back there to clean up for the Raiders. Great effort, but Dylan Brown, he's having a night out. Already he's up to 130 plus running metres. It's a great response from what was it, by his standards, a quiet game last night.
Oh, good tackle. Marty dumps Hudson Young into the turf. Fogarty. He had some lower grade football here at Parramatta a couple of years back, Jamal Fogarty. Yeah. Another one from Whiten. Oh, that's gone high into the night sky, but Gutherson takes it. It was end over end, so not as much swirl about it as the previous one. 90 seconds until the break. It has been all Parramatta with the exception of Xavier Savage's individual try against the run of play. And here's the man that started it, Penasini, pushes a pass out the back, which bounced along the deck, and Gutherson dives on it. Moses for Isaiah Papali'i, bounced away from Chris. Hudson Young came to get him, and Chris comes over to help finish off the job. Here's Marnie. Here's Oregon Kafusi.
Playing their short sides well tonight, Parramatta. Both halves seeing it well. Smart play. Smart play. Controlling the speed of the game, Mitchell Moses. He's at that age where, as a halfback, the game slows down. Everything you've worked for, your whole footy career, you get those light bulb moments, and he's just controlling things beautifully. Running at the right times, kicking at the right times. His game, he understands his game.
Emre Gula for White and ran behind Horsburgh. So he has to give himself away. Last play of the first half. And it's Horsburgh. Flings it away in one hand. And the ball goes to Hudson Young. Just have a listen to the reception the Eels are going to get from the home crowd here. It's been almost a flawless half of football from Parramatta here at CommBank. The winner through to a preliminary final up in Townsville, and it's the Eels with a dominant lead at the break, 22-4. Back in round 3, they were playing the Titans. They won 24-22. Different class of opposition here, though. Oh, here's a start. Lane dives on a loose ball and secures it before the cavalry could arrive.
I've no doubt Ricky Stewart would have challenged his team. I want to see something special early, change the momentum. It's a big tackle.
Oh, geez, been good Papali'i on that right-hand side too. Now Gutherson trying to cut them up the centre. Tackled by Gula with Horsburgh. Moses now. Chipping over the top. One of the Parra players have gone to ground. Moses amongst them. No penalty. Played to Rapida. Oh, good tackle, good contact there. Chris was buckled as he was going to ground. Whiten out for Rapida this time. 15 out from the halfway line. Starling to Ryan Sutton, who's got blood coming from his head. Out to Timoko. He's in a little bit of space here. He beat Opacek, but Sivo came in to help bring him to ground. Sutton again. Centre of the 30-metre line. Starling. And a kick here by Fogarty. Sevo takes it on the fall. 37 tries in 37 games now for Micah Sevo here at Combank.
Joey, just wanted to talk about Dylan Brown in his first half. He's run for close to 150 metres and had some wonderful touches with his passing game and his kicking. What do you think his week's been like bouncing back from that loss last week?
Well, I know Brad Arthur challenged him to run the ball more last week. I think he only had 4 runs. And the conditions really didn't suit. So really challenged him this week to take him on with his running game. Not a big talker, Dylan. I wouldn't say he's a real student of the game, but he's learning his trade and he's learning to play with the players around him. But the running game has been really impressive and he's playing short sides really well. Once he starts running, he gets his running game on, then his passing game flows off that.
Good tackle, Bowler and Chotrich. For a man of his size, to get through the work he does, to play the minutes he does, and to be as mobile as he is remarkable. Junior Polo. Here's a run. Nice work there, Starling. Sutton again, out to Fogarty. And now through Whitehead to Timoko to Chotrich. Back down 18 short from the Parramatta line now. Ball spun from Whitehead. Fogarty sends it high in the air and he's jumped with a foot on the line. So back to the 20 and 7 tackles. And Penasini nearly gets around Chris. Oh, they just managed to stop him. Game of inches, eh? Now Wonga Blake still played on Canberra's 40-metre line. He dropped the ball here, Papali'i.
Oh, they were hanging on, Canberra. They were hanging on. And Hudson Young, he comes up with a tackle. I don't know if he played at the ball.
They're asking to challenge.
But those attacking kicks you saw with Fogarty just got it wrong.
Okay, Jerry, we've got a captain's challenge from Parramatta disputing the decision that it was a loose carry on tackle 1.
After Ashley Klein ruled knock on, Isaiah Papali'i went straight to Gutherson and said, challenge this.
Is there any intent to strip from Hudson Young?
On those pitches, he doesn't. I think he's aware where the ball is, but he just gets bumped off.
Hudson Young is attempting to make a tackle. There is no intention to strip. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Loose carry, there was no intent to strip there. No, he got pushed off. Okay, got to hold it tighter. No more challenges, Parramatta. Come over here in the middle.
Starling.
Oh, wow. If you want to really show your support for your team, you've got to back your team with a custom Telstra fan banner. Search Telstra fan banner now to find out all about that.
Isaiah Papali'i, he was pretty confident that that ball was stripped, but in that situation, up 22-4, they're leading the Raiders comfortably. And the skipper, I think Clint Gutherson should have just waved his back row away and said, no, we'll save that one up.
So Timoko.
I think it would have been that nice, or he would have said something like, put your head in the scrum. Shush.
61% of the ball in favour of Parramatta. No wonder they're hitting so hard in defence still. He's tackled by Marnie. Starling through Horsburgh, then to Fogarty. Now Jack White, now Timoko. Nice hands. Kotrick's down the wing. Chip over the top. Whiten's chasing. Whiten gets the bounce and might have been tackled without it.
Yeah, this will be a sin bin.
At least a sin bin. Well, they're all celebrating. I think they're assuming this is going to be a penalty try.
Well, watching this live,
so we're on tackle 4
felt as though Jack Whiting got his left hand to the ball.
Now, we've got an on-field call of Jack Whiten being offside.
Yeah, well, I think...
Now, if he's onside, check to see whether he's then taken out without the ball.
Yeah, we'll go right back to the kick. We'll look at the onside first. I think he is offside, but I think he actually got his left hand to the ball before Reid Marnie made contact with him.
No, he's onside, isn't he? Need a ruler.
Oh,
He's got a ruler.
has he got that?
I think he's onside.
Yeah, Jack Whiten is in front of the kicker.
As I said, he's offside.
And becomes involved in the play.
Well, get away one there because that's. I don't think it would have been a penalty try.
No, so he
been-
touches the ball anyway. Which means a Parramatta player can make contact with Jack Whiten once he's touched that
Back
ball.
here, about 5 metres out.
That man there, Reid Marnie.
Did well to get there, Reid.
He's not
His
not
stats
offside. So
tonight,
he actually
plenty
takes
of work,
possession of the ball.
as always. Top the tackle count, 28 tackles. Nearest to him, 21 tackle. Isaiah
He touches
Papali'i.
the right because he's not offside till he takes
He's in the
possession.
play, he's in everything, Reid Marnie. So to get there, some effort.
Pull out and stay onside. Good work.
Sean Lane now. Oregon Kafusi.
He's been
The
strong.
of the Canberra big men.
He's been strong the last couple of weeks. Strong last week. It's the Panthers.
Now Lane. Oh, nice pass. There's a bit of Benji Marshall about that one. Back to Brown. Then Madison. Then Polo. One-hander. Moses. Moses in the clear. Moses for the corner against Savage. I think Mitchell scores.
That is beautiful. Great passing by the forwards. The junior Polo. The footwork to get himself to hit with his shoulder and spin and present the ball to Moses. That was beautiful play. Forwards passing, Harvey Norman replay. But watch the footwork and the way he hits and rolls Polo, and then Moses just gets into space. And have a look at the speed of Moses. Does he get there? He gets there. The junior. What about the footwork and the way he rolls and gets the ball out of the contact zone? Freakish.
No, it was wonderful play by Parramatta. Junior Bolo once again in the thick of it. But it was the movements of Hudson Young. He jammed in field, which then made Jack Whiten have to come in on Junior Bolo. And he is just a dual threat when he runs the ball. First and foremost, when he's carrying the football to try and bring the big man down. But Mitch Moses, just watch him out the back here. So he's the option for the pass out the back. He realises Junior Bolo gets a short ball and he just thinks, well, he's got a one-on-one opportunity. He's going to get an offload. What a try. Brad Fittler.
Well, it was the absolute opposite corner, but it was reminiscent of the very first try scored at this ground in 2017. It was Mitchell Moses. He went on to actually kick the goal, but that could be the try that takes them further than they've been in 13 years. He's done quite a job up to now, but it's time to step up and take them further into the competition.
There's Mitch watching Mitch. Cut out Mitch watching real Mitch. Great kick, Moses from touch.
Keep holding on the 10.
Mitchell Moses' highest individual points tally in a season, 204. He has scored, surpasses his previous best of 201, 28-4. It would take a dramatic turnaround to prevent Parra heading to Townsville for a shot at the grand final next week. So South Sydney fighting for the right to play the Panthers. We'll see that live and free here on 9 tomorrow from 7 p.m. at a sold-out Allianz Stadium. 3 weeks in a row there. What a venue. Madison. Dragged down there by Starling and the help from Emre Gula. Left now to Brown and the kick bounces off Fogarty. And he's got the ball back. That's Timical. So if you think back, it was this same game last year where they bowed out at the hands of the Panthers in a classic, very opposite style of game to this one. It was 8-6.
8-6.
Well, they didn't lose any admirers that day. I mean, there was no Marnie on that occasion either. It was Whiten trying something down that left-hand side. Dragged down well. Good tackle, Penasini.
He's improved that part of his game, Will Penasini.
Fogarty with a hanger. Oh, he got a good contact on that one as well. And Gutherson, good take.
What a great take.
Oh, Wonga Blake didn't help him at all there. He bumped into him as the ball was arriving. Here's Sevo. Wonga Blake wanted to catch it.
No, he didn't.
I thought he'd be hiding. Oh, another brilliant ball to a support runner in Gutherson.
Junior is sprinting off the field. His footwork in the line and the way he rolls. What a try.
What's it? Moses under pressure there. That kick's going to bounce backwards, and Timico's going to watch it trundle over the sideline. Half an hour left still. Let's see if the Eels can put their foot down here.
Well, see if Canberra can try and bounce back. They're certainly not out of it. They're more than capable of scoring plenty of points in 30 minutes of football.
They'd need some soon though, Cam, wouldn't they?
Well, it's the left side. It's Jack White and it's Hudson Young. Them two players together. Both players. Real X factor.
That man there too, Starling. And Jack White, and he's done a lot of passing tonight. I think if he gets his running game on, Joey.
Yeah.
White with a pass to Young now. Good read in defence. Moses with a good tackle. There's Savage. Oh, he wants to have a look at that short side. Oh, and he takes off. .25 from Parramatta's line now. Fogarty sends it out to Starling, and then Whitehead with a pass for Chotrich. He's going to run out of the room here. He throws it on the boot in desperation. Would have gone in the Parramatta River if it didn't end up in the stand.
Well, I think he just would have come in field and taken the tackle there. Nick Chotrich, if he had his time again, he decided to take Mike Acevo on the outside, and he wasn't having a bar of that, the big Fijian.
Here's Moses now in the right-hand corridor. Tried to step inside of Jack Whiten. He makes a strong tackle on the halfway line.
Bill, pick the ball up.
Wasn't happy with that bit of contact there, Mitch Moses. I think the initial contact, there was nothing wrong with it as we see the replay. It might have been when he got driven into the ground by Whiten. Ooh.
Well done, referee. Pick the ball up and just move it. Been a big topic. Players laying down, waiting for the bunker to look at certain tackles. Well done, Ashley Klein. Get the ball, move it, get the ball, let the game flow.
A fresh Regan Campbell-Gillard. And now Brown, off the back of that strong run from his front rower, goes inside the 20. Have we got an HIA from the bunker? Yep. It's Moses.
Independent doctors asked the game to be stopped. Take a 5. Get the
So this is
replacement
the
on.
big talking point during the week. But if a player does lay down, waiting for the bunker, then he should come off for the HIA.
Well, that's under
well done.
That's under the concussion protocols, isn't it, Joey?
Well done.
And that's where the players these days, they need to be careful. They tread a fine line. If they choose to stay on the ground,
Oh, he's lost it.
searching for a penalty, then they run the risk of leaving the field for at least 15 minutes.
Yeah, well handled there by the referee.
In the middle.
Jake Arthur on. Some more responsibility now on Dylan Brown. Been a tough week for Jake. A lot of talk in the paper about his position in the team, which is really unfair. He'd love to go out there and make a really big impact.
And it's a much better situation for him this week, isn't it? Coming into this game in this situation of 28 points to 4. I think you will see a much better performance from Jake Arthur.
Madison in a one-on-one situation out there with Starling. He gets dragged down within 4 metres of the Raiders line now. 5 tries to 1 so far. We're seeing the best of Parra tonight. Another late offer. They just cannot wrap the ball up. Marnie with a one-hander. Now Brown dancing. And Arthur had all of his options closed down. 11 metres out, Young the tackler. Marnie. Dylan Brown, nothing doing. I don't think surrender means that you can jump on his back, does it?
Is that what he was doing?
It's like one of those rides in the supermarket. Here's Kafusi. Now Gutherson, now Papali'i, another one at the back. Gutherson's got it back. He'll keep it alive.
Oh, no.
And it's kicked ahead by Rapida, and you wouldn't read about it. Over the halfway, and Brown goes back and picks it up, and he outpaces Seb Chris. And he gets to Emre Gula, but there's another set of 6 coming Parramatta's way, and there looks to be some very heavy legs amongst the Raiders players now.
What were the Raiders forwards thinking there, Joey?
They've only had 39% of the ball.
I know what they'd be thinking.
Not for publication. Lane now. There's no dummy half. But they raced in to wrap it up.
They've just lost their way the last couple of sets, the Eels.
Jake Arthur with a kick towards the goal line. Up they fly. Ball comes back. It was play on in the initial contest.
Knock on,
It's a
Parra.
late knock on there from Parramatta, so the Raiders will get
On the ground.
some football back here. Gee, there's some players
Back
on
on
their
the line.
haunches in
Okay,
green
mark is
jerseys.
good, no tackles.
They've had nothing go their way. They've been totally shut out of this. Danica.
Yes, just for the Parramatta Eels, Tom Opacek, he's come from the field. He was clutching at his hamstring. He's come straight up into the sheds to be assessed. And just on Mitchell Moses, he has been classified as a Category 2, so he is a chance of returning. He just has to go through the 15-minute tests.
You just leave him off, Moses, wouldn't you?
Have a shower, Mitch. Fogarty. Oh, he's lost the football.
I've ruled knock on. Ask your captain.
Well, they've just been starved at the football tonight. Canberra Raiders are only enjoying 37% of possession. Very hard to win any form of football, let alone finals football. Week 2 of finals.
Look at the offloads. Eels 17, Raiders 1.
Oh, they got long memories here. The NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final returns to Accor Stadium, Sydney, for both the men's and the women's on October 2. Be there to witness all the excitement live. NRL.com/tickets. Here's Lane. Opacek back on the bench there, so that's at least a positive early indication, perhaps. Brown plays it 15 metres over the halfway. Arthur with a kick, which was, I think it's ruled charge down, which isn't knock on, of course. So the Raiders now will get the ball back, and it's Hudson Young. Gutherson was running through at pace after that kick by Arthur. Tumpane for forever. Well, that was the big storyline, or the big battle, if you like. The front rowers, and the junior polo has been absolutely remarkable for the Eels. Young now.
I call it held. Last tackle. Mark straight.
Fogarty. Whitehead chasing through. Oh, Sebo up above the pack.
Wow.
That'll leave an indentation in the surface.
Better from Parramatta. They've gone away from what's been working for them tonight over the last few minutes since Mitch Moses has left the field. Oh, Starling.
Another offload.
The big forwards in the middle. Sorry, Tomo. They've just got to get back to their hard, direct running. Start getting back into some completions.
The Sebo chant has just started because he took the high kick.
Dylan Brown, 223 running metres tonight. He's way out in front. Next best, Isaiah Kamali'i.
Gutherson gets it away to Lane. It's a 3-on-2 out here, and Radini Akore, who's gone to the centres with Opacek off the field. Tackled over the halfway. Brown now with his interpretation of a hanger. It's about half as high as that to get.
That was a torment. Bit of practice, Dylan. It sounded like he kicked it with a gumboot.
I saw you're a bit reticent to pull the pin on a hanger in the pre-game, Andrew.
No, I got a holiday in 3 weeks. I didn't want to tear my groin.
Would have been good television. Whitehead ducked under a high shot there from Leo Corey. No, he didn't. He clipped him on the way down, I think. Righto, well, let's think here.
Come on.
North Queensland versus Parramatta up in Townsville. That home ground advantage, Cameron, it's the factor that has a lot of people thinking that the Cowboys can get through to the grand final. What's your initial assessment of that matchup?
Well, after their victory last week against the Sharks, Tomo, I thought, well, the Cowboys, they're going to be very hard to beat at home. Week off, time to freshen up. Whichever team tonight was to go through, they've got to travel up to North Queensland. 30 degrees in Townsville at the moment.
Right.
So it's going to be very difficult conditions for what looks like is going to be Parramatta travelling way up North Queensland. And I'll tell you what, it is sold out already, that game.
Gee, they're two very good attacking teams, aren't they? We've seen some brilliant efforts with the ball from Parramatta tonight, and the Cowboys are sensational. As Ravenel runs down the wing. Oh! He collided with Bonga Blake, but still ends up over the sideline.
Yeah, great defence on that right side. They all work together. Jake Arthur does a really good job. Holds and then releases. And then it's man on man. And Wanga Blake puts his body on the line. Gutherson there to help. The ball actually
We
comes
have
in.
a captain's challenge from the Raiders.
It comes off a Parramatta
They're
player.
disputing that the ball was not played at by Parramatta.
So Rapana, he gets to the ball, watch the feet. So he stays
Jordan
in.
Rapana offloads while still in the field of
Oh,
play.
it's a Falcon.
Oh,
Jacob
Falcon.
Arthur is moving in to defend. There is no movement to play at the ball. The challenge is unsuccessful.
So they got a positive result for Falcon last week. And a try down in Melbourne this week. No good.
You've got to play at the ball. So it's different from when you make a tackle when it hits the arm. He's clearly not playing that. That's what he didn't get. All you have, though. All right, Mark's here.
During the
Just
week
wait,
on
wait.
Freddie in the 8th, we had the best Falcons of all time. Michael Crocker
A state of origin.
knocked in cold. I think he tore his glute from it.
He went down like a big bag, didn't he?
Oh, Danny Nutley was another one.
Oh, knocked out as well.
Oh,
Snoring. They actually made the dictionary, the Falcon. Well done, Mario. Oh, there's another one.
It was.
I think it was one of those urban dictionaries, wasn't it? All the slang words. So could you imagine if the word Falcon looks up in the official dictionary?
in the
I think
guys, shut up
Makatoa,
on.
I think he
Over in the middle.
wanted to be in the dictionary. Here we go. Here's the Jake Arthur one. Doink. And then I think Makatoa, he gets a bit jealous.
Oh, it is too.
I want in on this game.
Oh, it's a wonderful stadium. This
Wait. Get in. Off.
great atmosphere tonight. Full house here and a full house tomorrow.
It's going to be some game tomorrow night.
Sharks on the back up. I'm wondering. Back to that in a minute as Rapana races down the wing and kicks back over the top, and Whiten goes without it.
They've had their opportunities, haven't they? They've created at least 4 or 5 real opportunities.
That was great play down that left side. Good skill by Rapana to get it on the right foot. I think, did Jack Whiten just have an air swing? He was there to score the try.
Yes, Cronulla really, you'd probably say they squandered that one last week, and then on the flip side of that, they've gone from potentially having a week off to having to back up a week after against Souths, who roasted the Roosters last week. We'll get your thoughts on that in a moment, gentlemen. Danica?
Yes, Mitchell Moses has passed his HIA. He's out here on the sidelines, and he'll be back into the action in about 2.5 minutes' time.
Just leave him off, wouldn't you? Jake Arthur a bit more time.
Oh, he got hit late there, Arthur, by Starling. No penalty.
Moses stays off the field for the rest of this game. The same with Junior Bolo.
So Sharks, Rabbitohs. The winner plays Penrith.
Contrasting styles, aren't they? You've got the gritty, tough Cronulla up against the flamboyant, freakish skills of South Sydney. What a game. Oh, Josh Papali'i.
Away to Starling, looking for an opening. Ball goes to Chris, who breaks through the defence. Chris gets to the fullback Gutherson, who drags him down, and Marnie got back to recover as well. Centre of the 20-metre line. Ball sent from Young, away to Fogarty, puts a kick through. I don't think any of the outside men were waiting for that one. They were all a bit late to the assignment.
He made the tackle, Gutherson, on Sebastian Chris, and then went back in cover. Great play.
He's just always there, isn't he, Joe? Gutherson, he's just fit. Wherever the ball is, he finds himself there, both in attack and defence. Wonderful captain, wonderful player.
So Junior is back out there. No early mark for him. Makahisi Makatoa. 18 short of the halfway line now, and Arthur kicks long down to Xavier Savage. The kick chase still good despite the scoreline. Moses is getting ready to come back.
Sebastian Chris, the injury, doctors asked the game to be stopped.
A round of applause for Mitchell Moses. Gee, the weight of expectation on the shoulders of this number 7. Peter Sterling was the last man to guide the club to Premiership glory in 1986. They've been trying to find the Peter Sterling ever since. Ryan Sutton making his way out there. So there's the numbers on Parramatta's record since that time. 33 games, 15 wins, 18 losses. It's worth noting too that Brad Arthur, heading into tonight, had won 2 of 9 finals as Parramatta's coach. So it was a very, very lamentable record, but he's done a bit to boost his stocks with this effort so far. Fogarty plays it on the 30, and Whiten will kick out wide rather than giving chase. Warner Blake takes it. And they'll bundle him towards the sideline. He's lost the ball, Wonga.
Loose carry. Yeah. Loose carry. Where'd you go?
A push and a shove and then a cuddle. Oh, and a penalty.
He's in a better position. Penalty. Oh no. Better position than me. Back here. Touch it. Hey. Over here. Let's go. Marks us down. Let's go.
Might have been a hand helping it out there.
Back here, guys.
Gatho just saying, see you, mate. See you next year.
Isaiah Papali'i and now Makatoa. The Parra champ. They're up and about now. They're through to a prelim. Moses back out there and causing immediate trouble with ball in hand. He's pulled out on the 30-metre line. Marnie for Gutherson and now Polar. Where's the offload? They've shut the ball down this time as he goes inside the 20-metre line. Tupanate and Papali'i, the defenders. Marnie, left to right pass. Moses sends it over to Isaiah Papali'i. And he's dragged down by Sutton and Whiten now. 3 metres short. Moses tries to dribble it through. Ball comes off legs. And the Raiders have it back. This has been a most commanding effort by Parramatta. It was all set up in the first half. They were really keeping pace with the clock at one stage. Offload to Rapana. He's dangerous in the middle of the ground. Rapid fire play the ball, that one too.
Great tackle. Mancini is in field. Doubles up. Manage tackle. Get back to your edge, Will. It's not your job in the middle.
20 tackles tonight for Will Mancini.
That's some run by Tapane. Savage now, and Timoko, good tackle, although his arm didn't hit the ground, so he promotes it away, and Savage, and then Fogarty, back to Papali'i, Kick it, Josh. No, he decides to put it through the hands instead. There was an intercept chance. And it goes as far as Young, who put a kick in, and nothing really was coming from that play from Canberra at the end of their set. So inside the final 10 now. And Parramatta have this well in hand. And plenty more to come following the football here as well. Of course, we'll have a full wrap-up of this game. We'll look at tomorrow's blockbuster from Allianz, and I'm sure the panel will have some thoughts on North Queensland up against Para. Their first prelim since 2009, 13 years. What a pass! Niokore gallops into the open space, and that books a ticket to Townsville.
Oh, Dylan Brown sets this up beautifully. Just watch the way he gets the ball, changes his speed and straightens the attack. On the Harvey Norman replay, straightens the attack with speed. Goes to the line, beautiful pass on the outside. That was just beautiful play by Gutherson and also Dylan Brown.
Wonderful play by Parramatta Eels. That man there, he found himself in the centre position, hitting a hole off a wonderful pass. It was that movement there by Dylan Brown, just looking on the inside, squaring up the Canberra defenders. You see there Jamal Fogarty. He can only stand and square up on Gutherson, who provides a lovely pass. Niokore. He's finished strongly. He's had a strong game.
Yes, it's quite the ovation for the home team. Never in doubt this one. Question marks about how Parramatta would respond to such a pressure-filled situation. The scoreboard tells the story about that. Moses converts 34-4. Almost 30,000 here tonight.
Stay behind.
The majority Para fans, of course. There is a really good section of Canberra supporting, but they haven't got all that much to be pleased about, and that won't help them either.
It's been a great performance tonight by the Eels. Also considering the external pressure during the week. A lot of talk about favouritism within the club, which was a report about the junior pathways. It had nothing to do with the NRL, but obviously they joined the dots and put pressure on Brad Arthur and his son Jake Arthur. Also a lot of talk about Brad Arthur being under pressure. But they've stood up, Parramatta, and they set up a big match next week against the Cowboys up there in Townsville.
Yeah, absolutely, Joey, and I think they've proved or reinstated themselves as one of the heavyweights of the competition. A team that will be vying for the Premiership.
Well, the Panthers lost week one of the finals to South last year. Came back to knock them over in the grand final. Oh, speaking of knocking them over. He's come in there with a bit extra on the end of that too, Jack White, and it's upset the Parramatta players, and Moses is ironed out on the ground. They're coming in to protect their halfback.
Let's get Wonga there, Hendo.
Referee saying time that Whiten's had a crack at Moses on the ground too,
Walk away from each other,
actually.
guys.
There's little Reed Marnie in there, backing up his halfback. There's Brad Arthur, the coach,
Josh,
watching.
take your boys back there,
Junior. Get me back out there, coach.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Different game.
You want someone coming to support you, maybe not Reed Marnie.
I haven't heard
Maybe
anything you
Junior.
said, Jerry. Yeah. Give me your penalty.
Can't be a penalty.
What's the
Jack,
penalty for?
the
Can't be a
contact in
penalty.
the air was okay, but then when you've come down on the ground, okay, you make
So if he ran off, what if he ran off?
But what for?
What for? He's on the ground, he's fair game.
But the contact's unnecessary.
Jack White's
and
right, if he
dangerous.
doesn't go in, he gets up and runs off.
So he said the contact is
Yeah, no, I
unnecessary.
get that,
But the tackle's not
decision made
complete.
earlier, okay, so let's just move on.
Don't get that. Don't get that, Joey. Down to you, Freddie.
Well, Reed Marnie's at fault there. He should be the one penalised. Halfway through the season, Graham Annesley came out and spoke about the third man coming in. He had no right to come in and do anything, Reed Marnie. Everything Jack Wyden did there was by the...
There's no contact with the
rules.
head.
Well, he didn't get him high.
Seriously.
Unnecessary contact.
Does that mean he tackled him too hard?
Well, that's what I don't know. And Jack White makes a good point, and we don't want to bang on about it, but he said, like, the tackle's incomplete. If he doesn't go in there, Mitch Moses is free to carry on playing the ball. He can get up and run.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's going to be a big night in Parra tonight. Got your dancing shoes, Andrew?
No, I didn't take it. I can find them, but if you got any.
The Raiders, this is the Raiders' biggest loss in a final too. It was previously 38-10 versus the Roosters in 2000. So the margin might be about to go to 32. Well, they brought some very strong form into tonight's clash, Canberra, but they've been outgunned. They had won 5 in a row before tonight. Quite the bounce back from the Eels, and Moses has kicked a penalty goal. Coming up tomorrow night, elimination footy continues here on 9. The Sharks take on the battle-hardened and exciting South Sydney Rabbitohs. Don't miss the action right here on the home of NRL Finals Footy 9's wide world of sports. Alex Johnston back in action, the try-scoring freak. Cody Walker, the master playmaker. And Nico Hines, the coolest man in rugby league. Kept it in, Brown's got it. The referee's going to say it's a knock-on.
In the
Who are
middle,
you tipping of that one, Cam? Tomorrow night.
yeah, really tough game to tip. A couple of late changes, as we just heard in the start of this match to Cronulla. I'm going to favour the Bunnies.
Has Connor Tracy gone to centre? Is that right? Talakai's out
Lachlan Miller's onto the wing.
on the wing. And Odin Tolman on the bench.
Good player, Lockie Miller.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Bunnies might be a little bit too strong in that match.
Dylan Brown, 257 running metres tonight. As Canberra go within a couple of metres of their second try here at the deck. Gee, what about that? No other 5'8" in the comp would have run that far in the season.
Already gave 60 again.
Meadows just said, not this season. No 5'8" has run anywhere near that mark that Dylan Brown has set tonight.
Well, when the coach says he wants you to run more, there's the response. He hasn't stopped running. Starling. And that sums up Canberra's night as Sutton has lost the ball.
Do you think they can reproduce this effort next week against the Cowboys? So the Cowboys, they gave it to them in Darwin early in the year.
Yeah, they did.
And that would have been in hot, humid conditions.
Yep. And that's what I was talking about, the test for whichever side won here tonight, going up to Townsville. Already warm conditions, 30 degrees up there today. It'll be humid. And they played the Cowboys in Darwin and they lost that game by quite a margin. Is there any chance to go to a grand final? It's this year, Joey, and they have to reproduce an effort like this tonight.
Some game, isn't it?
Friday nights, 7 days, time. Lock it in your diary. Cancel your plans.
I don't think we've been back to Queensland since Origin 3 ever.
It's been...
I love North Queensland.
Been very good up there, Joey.
Please be kind.
Well, the great news is that we're sending you up there to do a series of stories for us on Monday, so you can spend the whole week there with all your friends up in Queensland. Here's Lane. That'll take a bit of heat off you. So inside the final 90 seconds of what I'm sure all the Parramatta fans here will consider one of the most memorable nights of recent memory for the club, as Moses gets one on the rebound. Oh, I don't know how he passed that. And Blake's going to get it back here. Look out, this is danger. Ball goes to Brown, who fires it away to Sevo. Sevo beats one, beats two, nearly beats a third. Gets it to Niokore. Paris score one. Right at the death to send the fans wild.
The fans are going wild. Their coach is going wild on the sideline. What a performance. And what a last play to cap off what's been a remarkable night here at Combank Stadium for the Parramatta Eels, who find themselves in the third week of finals for the first time in 13 years. Elliott Whitehead, well, he's dejected. Just have a look at this Harvey Norman replay. Mitch Moses, he went for the chip kick. Only 40 seconds to go. Right-hand flick pass. Wunga Blake, well, he pats it backwards. He's gone, he's lost 25 metres there, and he just thinks, well, I'm just going to hit Dylan Brown. He's come up with all the good stuff tonight. Micah Sevo beats three players, holds it out in one hand. And what a finish. Niokore, they're just on fire tonight, Para.
Eels fans, are you believing? This has been a performance tonight. A lot of things haven't gone their way, the Raiders, but they've been red hot, the Eels. Sets up a game next week. They'll want to nail this kick, Mitchell Moses. The cherry on top. And it's Brad Arthur, the coach. He likes it.
He doesn't let his emotions show all that regularly, Brad Arthur, so he's enjoyed tonight, and so he should. Is this the year? Is this the year? The longest wait in the competition between premierships. Most of the Parramatta fans here tonight weren't even born last time they won a comp.
In or out?
Back him in here.
Back in.
I think Big Junior was just giving Mitch a bit of advice. I don't know any kicks Junior's had.
Off the post and just bounces out. It won't sour the celebrations, however, because this is an emphatic finals victory for the blue and gold. They are 80 minutes away from featuring in the grand final of 2022. The outcome here was never in doubt from the early stages. The Raiders never in the contest against a rampant Parramatta outfit who have won this 40 points to 4, the biggest loss in a final in Canberra Raiders history, and it confirms a preliminary final. Cowboys and Eels from Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville, same time next week.